I can hear you guys saying it now. James, don't do it. Don't do it. Why poke the bear? Why stir the shit? Don't do it, James. I'm doing it. Today's review. Suburban Nights. As you can see here, I have my That Guy with the Glasses trilogy pack, which includes Kick-Assia, Suburban Nights, and To Boldly Flee. I'm going to be talking about the middle chapter of that saga today, how old is that now? 10 years? Is it 10 years ago? I don't remember when it came out now. Suburban Nights is phenomenal. It is a fantastic little internet movie. It is amazing. I don't care about the current controversy or if it even is still a current controversy. It doesn't matter to me. I know that Wario, who was once a beloved fixture of internet critics, is now reviled. Don't care. Don't care, don't care, don't care. I am judging this as a movie. And it is a movie. I mean, you could call it a web series, okay? It's a web series, but I'm not watching it as individual little episodes. I'm watching it as a feature-length movie, and it holds up, in my opinion. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, and there's probably quite a few of you who don't, That Guy with the Glasses really was where people at Manic Expression, a lot of the early members of Manic Expression started. There was a falling out. There's still some bad blood, apparently. But not really on my side. I still have all of my That Guy with the Glasses DVDs. Doug Walker put out 4. I've got them. He put out a Nostalgia Critic Reloaded DVD. I've got it. And then these 3 web series, movies, whatever you want to call them, they're all autographed. You can see the little signatures on them. I was a huge fan of these people back in the day. The bad blood that people think that there is, I never understood, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if not for them. And so I don't have any bad blood. I love those people. And the controversies, here's how I look at it. And I'm not comparing them to Roman Polanski before anybody gives me shit for that. I love Chinatown. I love Rosemary's Baby. I love me some Roman Polanski movies. I'm not going to stop watching Polanski movies just because he is a piece of shit. I'm not calling them a piece of shit, mind you. But I'm okay. Suburban Nights. So I talked about the background enough. Suburban Nights. Internet critics go on a quest for a gauntlet to save the world from an evil known as Malekith. It's ridiculous. It is absurd. It is as far as I'm concerned, it is as close in this modern day and age to Monty Python as we've gotten in a long time. And really specifically a Holy Grail. They're all cosplaying as different fantasy characters, be it Link or David Bowie from Labyrinth, or various characters from Princess Bride, Lord of the Rings, whatever. And from start to finish, I don't think there's a weak link in the cast. I don't think, and this is to me unique in these 3 movies. Kick-Assia had its weak links. I still like Kick-Assia quite a bit. To Boldly Flee, which I once reviewed, is a bloated mess that has a really amazing 90-minute movie trapped in its 3-hour runtime. And there are plenty of people who could have been cut from that. Suburban Nights hits that sweet spot. It's got just enough characters. They split them into 2 groups, which is a very good idea. You could call it like an Infinity War kind of thing almost. If you had everybody from Infinity War in the same scenes all the time, it would have been a complete mess. This is a pretty tight script. It's got some dodgy special effects, which of course you would expect. It's a web series. But they're not that bad, actually. There's the standout moment that I can think of, and the weakest character probably, is there's a witch character that they have to battle. And she basically just looks like somebody's mom, and they slapped a nose on her. She's like, yeah, she's in black, but it's like she's wearing her yoga pants, and there's a part where she summons down lightning to like go after our heroes, and they're running around screaming, and it's the worst sort of like plug-in effect that you could do, and it's like, why is the lightning not hitting them? What is going on here? But that's, as somebody who has made movies before where you're filming everything, on the spot, you've got 5 seconds to do this. You got 1 take. You got to move on. You're losing the daylight. There's no time. You have no money. These people all have to go. You got to do something. I get it. I get how that happens. That's part of the charm of these kind of things. These no-budget movies that people make. It is the sort of low-res, low-quality version of things where it's like, that could have been better if they'd had another take. That could have been better if they could have had reshoots. They can't. They have no money. So, Suburban Nights. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, you got to judge a movie for what it is. Not for what... You can't stack up Suburban Nights against Citizen Kane. You can't stack it up against The Maltese Falcon. You got to judge it for what it is. It's a web series that links together into a movie, and as such, it is a fantastic little feature film. Now, would I want to see a 4th one? No. I do feel, I've discussed this before. My feeling about comedy. Every comedian or group of comedians has their time, has their moment when they are at the top of their game, and then their style of comedy, that particular style of comedy, just disappears. Mike Myers, I don't want to see Austin Powers 4 or Wayne's World 3. Jim Carrey, I don't want to see Ace Ventura 3. Doesn't mean that the old movies are bad. It means that kind of comedy is done. I feel kind of the same for the sort of angry critic kind of genre. You still have the angry video game nerd out there and the nostalgia critic, but I don't know. I feel like at the same time their heyday is really done. They're getting older. The days of watching James Rolfe scream obscenities at NES games just feels like it was so long ago. And but Suburban Nights is a great little time capsule. You can find it on YouTube for free. You don't have to buy the DVD, even if you could find the DVD, which I don't even know if they sell anymore. But it is a great little time capsule. I highly recommend going out and checking it out if you have some memories of that era. If you don't, it might not mean as much to you. But it's still a fun little ride. Like I said, I would compare it to like a Monty Python kind of a thing. And in that way, it completely works. So give it a look.